Greetings from Leiden. We are at Leiden University, where the working group meetings take place for working groups 1 and 5 of CLIL NetLE. And I'm talking to Julia Hüttner, who is going to speak about the CLIL NetLE project, as the project has reached its midterm point. And my first question is, where is the project at? What has been achieved so far?
Okay, right. So CLIL NetLE is a network of languages in education, and we're looking at bi- and multilingual disciplinary literacies. And as Mária has said, we've reached the midterm point. So we've done the first phase of actually gathering baseline information on disciplinary literacies with regard to CLIL. So we've got 4 reports that are available on both our website and the FIDRA repository, free to download, which look at kind of the overview of how CLIL pans out in different member countries. And it looks at bi- and multilingual disciplinary literacies in specific subjects, so in key subjects of science, history, and mathematics. And then we have working group 3 that looked at the curricular status, so what's the role, what are the expectations on learners in terms of developing their disciplinary literacies, and working group 4 that looked at the digital dimension of bi- and multilingual disciplinary literacies, and managed to survey over 500 teachers and just under 5,000 students, so we get a good view of what's happening in Europe. And all of these reports form a wonderful basis for network members to consider their next parts of research, kind of think of publications that maybe delve more deeply into individual aspects and kind of develop this further. So I think we're at a very exciting stage in the network, and kind of considering it's a network, it's actually not a project, it's kind of not something where people get paid for doing research, but people bring their experiences, their own research, their wishes to the table to collaborate with other, mostly European scholars.
And what are the tasks ahead? You have mentioned publications.
Yeah. So kind of one thing, kind of a big thing that we're kind of keen to do in the second phase is to get our findings into formats that are meaningful and helpful to teachers in the classroom and teacher educators for our core group. So that's along secondary, shall we say, level, so year 5 to year 13. So kind of making sure that teachers realize the importance of actually focusing on disciplinary literacies, what can be done, what kind of helpful good practices exist in some of the countries, some of the contexts. So that's kind of one big aspect of what we want to do. And then we want to continue something that we've started already, which is kind of the research training for scholars who are new to this area. And now that we're in Leiden, we also have the first on-site teacher training workshop happening from tomorrow until until Friday. And that will also be an exciting moment to see how some of the work that has been done can be applied to, in our case, Dutch classrooms.
And how do you feel about the action? What are your feelings about the action?
Well, it's I'm very, very happy to be chairing this action. I think it's great to have brought together so many people interested in the field. So we're currently at about 240 individuals who are part of the network. And it's very exciting to see how kind of a brainchild of mine is developing in the hands of others, with others, in collaboration with others. And I'm extremely happy that the individual working groups have managed to kind of really do such excellent work with the surveys which will allow people to really have a well-founded base for research into our area of bi- and multilingual disciplinary literacies to get started, and also allow for comparisons, for kind of points of contact between very different contexts. So yes, so main feeling is of happiness and pride, I guess, of kind of seeing how far we've come in the 2 years and how engaged people are in the action.